there are some questions that keep us up at night. Like, where do babies come from? And what if we could control the sun? Okay, maybe that second one doesn't keep you up at night, but it does keep me up at night. So here's what I've been thinking. What if we put a giant mirror in space and used it to reflect sunlight onto the Earth? Not just any old mirror, mind you, but a mirror so big and so perfectly engineered that it could turn night into day anywhere on the planet. It might sound like a far-fetched idea, but hear me out. In this video, we're going to explore the shocking, beautiful, and terrifying reality of such a device. The science of a giant space mirror is surprisingly straightforward. To effectively concentrate sunlight, you need a highly reflective surface area the size of several countries. This mirror would need to be made of a lightweight, but super reflective material like aluminum. It would be constructed in space using robots and 3D printers, a process that would take years. But once completed, it would orbit the Earth, beaming sunlight onto any location below it. At first, the applications seem almost utopian. We could use it to end energy crises by concentrating sunlight onto solar farms at night. We could use it to light up Arctic research stations or eliminate darkness in major cities. But this is where the science fiction aspect comes into play. As we continue to manipulate our environment on a planetary scale, we start to see the unintended consequences of our actions. For example, if we were to place the mirror over a city, we would also be placing it over a heat source. Because cities generate so much waste heat, they are often significantly warmer than the surrounding rural areas. By concentrating sunlight onto these urban centers, we could potentially cause catastrophic damage. Wildfires could rage out of control, buildings could melt, and entire cities could be incinerated. But let's assume we could control the mirror with pinpoint accuracy. What then? Well, it turns out the real nightmare begins when we start to meddle with the planet's natural rhythms. You see, our planet has an internal biological clock, a roughly 24-hour cycle of day and night that is controlled by the rotation of the Earth. This cycle affects everything from the behavior of animals to the growth patterns of plants. So imagine what would happen if we were to mess with those cycles by keeping one part of the world in perpetual sunlight and another part in perpetual darkness. The impact on local weather patterns would be devastating. Hurricanes, typhoons, and cyclones depend on the Coriolis effect, which is caused by the rotation of the Earth. Without this effect, these storms would not form or would be significantly weaker. But perhaps even more catastrophic would be the impact on local ecosystems. Plants and animals have evolved to rely on the natural cycles of day and night. Disrupting these cycles could lead to mass extinctions. Animals would be confused. Migration patterns would be disrupted, and global agriculture would be thrown into chaos. Some parts of the world would be plunged into a new kind of perpetual midnight, while others basked in permanent light. It would be a world turned upside down. But even if we could control these effects, there's a bigger problem. The very fact that one country or organization had the power to control the sun would be a game changer. In the wrong hands, it could be used as a weapon. Entire cities could be wiped out in an instant. A single malfunction or act of sabotage could plunge the world into chaos. Now, imagine this scenario playing out on a global scale. Countries would be fighting bitterly over who gets the light and who's plunged into darkness. It would be a new kind of Cold War, a war not over oil or water, but over sunlight itself. So is this all just a pipe dream? An overly ambitious and dangerous project that's doomed to fail before it even begins? Or is it a glimpse into our future? A future where we have the technology to control the very rhythm of our planet? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And hey, thanks for watching. We've got lots more videos coming your way, so don't forget to subscribe and tell us the next topic in the comments.